Put the word up.
Oh yes, the word.
Bird.
Hold on. Now this is the official recording stance that we're going to be in. So hold on. Hello. Welcome to episode 2 of the podcast project.
Oh hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, and yourself?
I'm doing all right.
Awesome.
Welcome everyone to the second episode of the podcast project. I'm your host, Guy.
I'm your host, Jack.
And let's dive into the news. Oh, this is sounding like drama alert.
Drama alert? Oh no.
Let's do check-in. So, Jack, how are you feeling today?
Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. I found out I have a test next week, but that's a tomorrow, Jack, issue.
Yeah,
so
that's future. I'm
not going to worry about that. I'm going to leave that to the next guy. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Summer started, right? Unfortunately, I don't have any schoolwork or any summer school, so I'm enjoying myself. I'm working 2 jobs. It's a bit tough, but we're making money, we're grinding, we're hustling, and we're getting that dough.
Still don't know how you do it. How you balance so many different jobs, finding a new way to make money every day. I literally have 1 summer school course, like maximum 6 hours of work a week, and I still can't find to work a job. And I'm very quickly running out of money. I don't know if I mentioned last time, I'm pretty sure I was probably talking about, oh yeah, I've been living off my COVID savings for like almost a year and a half now. Well, I have like $150 left and at least $200 in expenses I have to pay off. So, I have to talk to the parents about covering me on that one.
We gotta find you a job, buddy boy.
I know, I'm supposed to go back to the place of work that we share. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name or not.
The place of work, yes.
The kitchen.
The kitchen. Oh, Hell's Kitchen. No.
Hell's Kitchen?
It's not Hell's Kitchen. They're great there.
No, they're awesome. It's just I'm too lazy to... I'm very bad at answering my texts. Let me just get that off my chest first. So my boss is constantly texting me. It's like... Because they're actually full-staffed for the first time in the 3 years I've been on and off working there. So now I'm finally going to come... I've been trying to come back since March after I finished school. And every time it's like, oh, hey, Jack, Thursday's afternoon shift is open. Someone sweeps in and grabs it, but some dude just left for a few months, so I'm hopefully going to take his shift. But my brother actually stained those for me. I think, at least. Because he's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm going to get them. I need more money, although he's been working forever. But anyways, yeah, I'm broke.
Yeah, right now he's more in the place of seniority opposed to you because he's actually been working there, but he also doesn't have as much of a course load as you do, so...
He doesn't... I don't think he's doing like some weird online certification for... I don't know, some sort of... He's like going to some hacking program where he's like network security, that kind of stuff. It sounds cool, but when he tries to explain it to me, I can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah, we're going to talk today about how to hacking 101 and what to do and what to not do. No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I don't have the knowledge on that.
I used to love computers, specifically like coding and stuff in elementary school. Actually, like really young, up until grade 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I was like the tech guy, yeah, and. I don't know, I just dropped that passion and I went from being, I'm a very jockey person, very, I like computers too, whatever, to, I'm a flimsy little art kid, I'm a jester, I don't fucking know. So that's where I'm at right now in my life, but, let's try to think, anything recently happened. Did you see that new McDonald's BTS meal that came out or something?
Have I seen it? Boy, I've had it.
Have you had it? How did it taste?
Honestly?
Wait, let's break it down. What is in the meal first?
I think I'm never a nuggets guy, so I don't even know what I was ordering. All I knew was chicken nuggets were involved. Personally, I love chicken nuggets. Who doesn't? But McDonald's nuggets, entirely mid. I'd give them max, 4 or 5 out of 10 on the scale.
Yeah, I could agree.
But it's hard carried by the sauces.
Okay.
A Cajun and a sweet chili.
Ooh.
Cajun was a little too heavy for me. Wasn't the biggest fan. 7 out of 10. But that sweet chili, oh lordy.
It hit the giblets nice.
Easy 9 out of 10.
Oh,
awesome.
Really?
Got a large fry with it. Sucked that down. Feeling quite terrible now. But it tasted good going down.
Well, surprise to you might be, I actually tried it as well. And you know me, I'm not the biggest McDonald's person, but
You're a food guy, though.
I'm a food guy, and so I ain't no professional critique. But I was like, you know what? I don't really listen to BTS, but I respect their hustle. I like their music. Some of the music is actually pretty decent. But I'll try it. And I went in and I was like, holy shit, it's $11 before tax.
Oh yeah,
it was pricey. And I was like, and I'm not a nuggets guy in general. Like I love chicken. I don't mind nuggets, but I'm not the biggest chicken nuggets guy. And so for me, it was also around like a 4 or 5 McDonald's. Those are what McDonald's nuggets are to me. I tried the Cajun. It was okay. It didn't give me much of a punch. You know what I mean?
Punch. Yeah,
it was very
dull.
And I was like, they could have done something. And the horseradish in it was a bit
a little heavy on that.
A little strong.
Yeah.
On the
That's
horseradish.
the only punch it had. And
that was the only.
I'm not a big fan of horseradish, but I don't know. It wasn't the best one. The other one though.
The sweet chili, it was good. I'm not gonna say it was like a 9 or something. It was like a 7 maybe at most for me. I've had a lot of sweet chili sauce in my day, and it wasn't anything special, but it was something to experience. I would say it's good to experience it, but
once.
But yeah, once. But for the price and for the taste and everything, I was kind of like, if I got a coupon for it, maybe, or I got a better deal on it, I would get it. But I wouldn't pay full price for it again. No, not my cup of tea.
After tax, it was like what, $14?
It was almost $14. I also got a McDouble and a junior chicken to make a McGangbang, which, if no one has ever tried that, a McGangbang is an unofficial item on the McDonald's menu where you get a McDouble, you get a junior chicken, and you basically combine the two. Look it up. It's actually a very good combo. If you're trying to budget or not like trying to spend too much fucking money, I would recommend that. It's pretty nice.
It's the value menu special.
It is the value menu special.
You take 2 value burgers and you put them together, and you get a McChicken Big Mac hybrid sandwich.
Exactly.
I mean, I've never tried it. I've seen everyone else do it.
It's good.
I've seen you cover yourself in sauce eating it before.
Oh, you already know. Oh, fuck.
But honestly, no. That's another thing I've been thinking about. I don't know if it was just me, but it's a constant debate between all the people we hang out with as to, I mean, everyone talks about it, where the best fast food restaurant really is. And
you have the
big 3. You have Don's, you have Wendy's, and you have BK. We don't count A&W. They're way too expensive.
They're too expensive, but their quality is top tier, I will say. Like,
they have the
in terms of quality, that is the most quality burger place I've ever eaten at.
100%.
Sorry, fast food wise, it is the best quality, but for the price, it is steep.
Way too expensive. A simple meal that will run you like under just $10 at Burger King that will fill you up probably all the way. Like, yeah. When I get BK and I order a meal, I never finish the fries because the burgers are just way too big. But what's it called? Yeah, no, it's just A&W's a little too pricey for me. BK, best value. Don's is just mid, but it's the easiest, most accessible.
It is the most accessible. It is one of the most, if not the biggest, fast food burger shop in the entire world.
Yeah.
Like, it is well established. It has a good name for it, and it works. But for me, it's like my last resort. Like, personally, especially for fast food, it is my last resort. And that's the problem, is that it's available everywhere.
I don't know. It's just, I can kind of see where you're coming from, that it is the last resort. But and that's the convenience, is what you said. It's available everywhere.
It's everywhere.
There's one single Burger King where we live. One.
There is 2.
The one by the highway. Oh, the other one.
There's one there's one near the university, or the college, but like, we're not gonna go that far for fast food.
Exactly.
It's fast food. It's fast, convenient.
Exactly. I'm a local guy. I don't leave I'd like to think, I don't know, there's like a 5-kilometer radius around my house that I almost, only on special occasions I leave, because COVID, school, literally all my friends live close by. I don't even drive anywhere. I walk everywhere if I'm gonna hang out with anyone. But and that's the thing. Don's is right over there, so it's the most convenient. And that's why it's the go-to. But it's not the favorite.
No.
Burger King. will always be number one.
In terms of the top three, I would say Burger King as well. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, out of those top three, in no order, but just like the most popular, Burger King is my top number one. It is, without a doubt, best value, best quality, in terms of like value, all around, best mid-tier.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. That's the thing, is that it's the value of BK.
It's the value.
I don't know. And going back to what I was going to say, however long ago, when we started talking about this, is that, I don't know if it was just me, I used to hate Wendy's. For the first 15 years of my life I ever went to Wendy's, cold. Every time.
A cold burger anywhere is just a
cold fries, cold burger. I mean, cold drinks, obviously, too, but
it's just a sucker punch.
Hard to screw up.
It's just a sucker punch to the gonads, man. Like,
exactly.
Fuck.
But up until, like, a month ago.
Oh.
Me and my brother decided to switch things up. And the thing that always brought me back to Don's was the value meal that we talked about, or the value menu that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, the really cheap shit.
Yeah, you got the McDouble, you got the Junior Chicken, all the others.
You can get a hamburger for what, like $1.50 or whatever it is?
Yeah.
If you really wanted just a hamburger, it's really cheap.
I mean, with the cheeseburger, the single patty, tiny little thing.
Yeah.
I remember getting those when I was a kid. But yeah, no. That's the thing. I was like, I haven't been to Wendy's in a while. My mom told me what she was making for dinner. I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling this. I'm going to go for a light snack so I don't have to eat much for dinner. So I went out and I was like, you know what? Maybe. For the first time in a few years, I made my own decision to go to Wendy's. I tried their junior bacon. I don't know.
Junior bacon cheeseburger. It's sad that I know that, but yeah, I ate those all the time as a kid.
JBC. Those JBCs. First time having it ever. I was blown away.
Yep. The bacon is crispy. It's not that greasy. It's got a good amount of lettuce and veggies, and then it's got a decent amount of mayo. Like they could cut back a little bit on the mayo, I think, but whatever.
Yeah, true.
You know what? They can put less mayo on the JBC or take that and put it into their spicy chicken. I swear to God, they cheap out on their mayo with spicy chickens all the time.
I'm not a big mayo
all
guy.
The time.
That's one thing I always thought about is like, you know what? Since we have so many issues with every fast food place, except Burger King is perfect in every aspect.
We're not sponsored to say this.
Oh, yeah. No. Not sponsored.
We're not sponsored at all for this video, unfortunately.
But Burger King is...
But Burger King, if you want to, you know where to find us.
Oh, yeah. You'll know where to find us. I don't know. I always figured I could always do it better. Open up my own fast food chain.
Really?
Yeah.
Call it Jack in a Box. Oh, wait, that is a
thing. That's already... I'm pretty sure that's already one. But, I don't know. Because, everyone does the same thing, but that's probably why they all do the same thing.
It's not even, the sake of quality, but it's also just, think of the sheer amount of volume they have to serve customers in a day. They have to keep inventory. It's fucked. I saw the movie The Founder with Michael Keaton last year, I think, and it's about, the background and, the story of McDonald's and how they became what they are today, the giant fast food they are. And it's very interesting, and they go about the process and everything, and the idea of it was just before fast food was really a thing, it was you'd order a burger, you'd go sit in a drive-in kind of thing, and you'd wait about 5-10 minutes for your burger. And then they found this system that was so efficient they could get it to you within a minute or 30 seconds, and this blew everyone's mind. And it was one of those things where it's this is literally revolutionary to the food industry.
The 99-cent burger.
Yeah, the 99-cent burger. But then it became the problem of, okay, how is this, how bad is it for the environment? How good is the quality? Is it healthy? This and that, And that's when they started putting preservatives. There was this whole part where, and sorry if this is a spoiler to anyone that hasn't seen the movie, but there was a part where they were like, okay, let's see how we can cheap it on the ice cream. So instead of actual ice cream, they would get this powdered stuff that they add water or something to it, and it basically becomes ice cream. It's powder, or it's ice cream in a powder, which is so
milk kind of thing.
Yeah, it was a milkshake thing. It was so weird. And in the movie, the guy's like, oh my God, this tastes the exact same. But it's just the idea of, okay, but how is this being made, this product? How is it being made? How is it efficient for the company to keep moving forward with and make profits? And also, is it economically friendly, right? Not economically friendly, environmentally friendly.
That wasn't a thing way back in the day, though.
But that's another thing, too. It was just we just want to get the newest things, and, we just want to, because we didn't have that much technology, we didn't have all these studies, we didn't have all this information.
And environment wasn't a concern.
It wasn't. If you go back even 50, 60 years, and this could be wrong, but from what I remember in learning in school was that 50, 60 years ago, things like waste removal, people would literally pour like cans of paint and stuff down their drains, like in the streets you see today, right? Yeah. Obviously, that's illegal now, and it's bad for the environment. But back then, they didn't care, but it wasn't necessarily a problem. They didn't know. They didn't have the science to understand. They didn't see the side effects of it, and how negative of an impact it was to the world. So it was, we had to have this whole like, oh my gosh, we need to like fix our shit before we all go to shit. So it was, but yeah, it's a very, very cool film, and I'd recommend it to anyone. But what the fuck are we talking about?
Making my own fast food chain.
What would you call it? What do you think you'd call it?
I honestly don't know.
Would it have your name in it or no?
I don't think I'd... Probably not. I mean, there's like, what? Already like 5 or 6 fast food chains that already have, the name Jack in it.
You should make it so that way, like, you should have a burger or a menu that is just super fucking greasy and call it the Jack Attack.
The Jack Attack.
So it's literally like an entire menu is filled with things that like you look at and you feel like you're gaining like, clogs in your arteries and stuff like that.
Wasn't there a burger at the C&E called like the Cronut or something like that? And like, I think people, I don't know if it was because I was like early high school and like everything you believe is like, oh, that has to be true. But I'm pretty sure a few people died just from the sheer amount of disgust that was wrapped. It was like a honey glazed donut cut and then put just like the greasiest fucking patties you ever could see.
I love food, but those are the things I look at and go, this is where we stray a little bit further and further from the light of God. Like, this is stuff. Exactly. This is stuff we don't need. But that's the whole point of it, is it's fun and stuff. But I could never eat something where it's like a donut for a bun in a really greasy burger. Like, it would taste bad because it's so even if it tasted good, it's just like the look of it and just like seeing how many fucking calories or whatever. I'm not trying to be a health expert, but like just looking at it, it makes you feel sick. At least me. That's like I had that gut feeling, And oh my god, it was like if I saw something like that, I'd instantly go, that's not for me.
I wouldn't even. Everyone's like, because you have the Whopper that's like it's the Holy Grail. Then you have the Baconator, it's the Holy Grail. You have the Big Mac, it's the Holy Grail. Who the fuck looked at the Cronut and was like, yeah, you know what? Let's make it. Let's sell this.
Let's make the Holy Grail of this.
Yeah,
like even
fucking disgusting.
Like I've tried like deep fried Oreo like ice cream and stuff.
I hate fine. Deep fried Oreos.
I don't mind them. They're very, very like greasy, and like personally, it's one of those things I have once a year. But I enjoy it. But that's the thing. Once a year, not even like once a month. Once a year, even if it's available. Like they're really, really bad. But yeah, you mentioned the C&E as well. Like fucking COVID's still a thing, so in the summer we're not gonna do anything like that.
Honestly, you're not really missing much. I went to the C&E once, and I was like, okay, so you show up. And
you pull up.
You pull up. Most amusement parks, you pay to get in.
Yeah.
And rides are free. You have to wait in a line.
Yeah.
C&E's a scam, bro.
C&E is a tourist attraction. It really is, though.
Pull up.
It really is.
It's like, oh, hey, yeah, you want to spend like fucking $5 and go on a shitty ride for 30 seconds, give yourself a fucking headache and a concussion? Like, I'm good. I'll pass. It's greasy food, cronuts.
Honestly, I'd go there. I've been there a few times, a number of times, but I only go there strictly to see the things that are included, like those like regular random circus shows that go on throughout the day, or like things that you don't have to pay for, like where I don't know, like there was this game one year where they had what is it called? The like it was like a baseball thing where like you threw at a target and you try to dunk a person. For some reason it was free.
Oh, even one of those things.
Yeah, but usually like you pay money. No, it was free. And so they're doing it. No one got it. I was like, I think 11 or 12 at the time, and I killed it. I was playing baseball at the time, not to toot my own horn, but I was
phenom or something like that.
I was pretty good. I was a pitcher at the time, and my man, he dunked in the water, and I literally whispered in my own ear, just like, yeah, strike 3, buddy, you're out.
Strike 3, buddy, you're out.
But yeah, no, it was awesome. Like, I've never been to a formal. This is also like with it, piggybacking off that. I've never been to a formal concert. However, the first like any musical event I've ever been to was at the C&E. It was Walk Off the Earth was playing, and which is it's a Ontario-based band. I think they're from Burlington actually. Really, really talented group of individuals, and I went to it, and it was awesome with my family. and everyone was just like screaming this and that. And I remember vividly one of the people on the show or on the stage was just like, everyone make some fucking noise. And like online, their persona, it was PG. It was more like, for kids and stuff. And so seeing this in concert, I looked to my dad and I was like, do they just swear? And then my dad just goes, yeah, it's live. And I went, ah! And I was like losing my shit and everything. I was like a 12-year-old. I was like, this is so cool. They're saying make some fucking noise on stage. It was so funny. But yeah, good experience. But like overall, the CNE, it's good to go and see everything. But do be prepared to rather spend a lot of money or make sure or be very like sad and have a lot of FOMO that you can't go to certain things.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I think it's because, like, you either go when you're a young kid, you see everything, and you're blown away.
Yeah.
Or you go when you're, like, your late teens to go dick around with your homies. Just, I don't know, find something fun to do. Because, I don't know, you'll just get yourself into some sort of trouble. That's always fun. But I feel like I went when I was, like, 16. And I was just showing up and, like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home was the mentality I had.
Yeah.
So when I showed up, I'm like, fuck this, fuck that. Don't care, don't want to be here. I just want to get some food. At least feed me, and then I can go home, was my mentality. I think that's probably why I didn't like it as much.
Feed me and I'll be happy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's, what were you going to say? Oh, yeah, I wanted to say something. Oh, yeah, the concert.
Yeah.
You mentioned your first concert.
I've never been to like a formal concert. I've been to plays, musicals. I've never been to a concert where it's like in an actual stadium or a hall.
Me neither.
I've never. And one of my friends actually the day, Sophia, she was just like, hey, do you want to go to an Ariana Grande concert when she comes back to Toronto? I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I don't know. Personally, I love Ariana Grande. I love her music and everything. She recently got married, so...
She's married?
Yeah, she just got married.
I don't know. I only know her from, like, one 2 Chainz song, and that's it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've never really followed her much. But, yeah, I don't know. I've never really been to a formal concert either. I always wanted to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Not really when I was a kid, I was like, concerts are like One Direction and Taylor Swift, and I'm like, that shit's stupid. I feel like it's more high school. Like Iron Maiden and like Black Sabbath, Grateful Dead. That was like what I listened to way back in the day. And way back in the day, it sounds like I'm like an old man, but no, like when I was like, I don't know, 14 until I was like, still do, but I listened to more like, modern hip hop, rap, that kind of stuff. And the first concert I ever went to was actually a reggae concert.
Really?
I didn't even know I was going to a concert. We were in Outer Banks. It's basically like no, not the show. It's
not sponsored again.
I don't know. I've never seen the show, but I'm pretty sure it has to do with the actual location of the Outer Banks. It takes place in the Outer Banks.
I think the intro literally says, "There's my home, the Outer Banks," or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's literally a few mile strip of island that just comes off of the coast in either North or South Carolina, one of the two. And it's basically like it's a 5-minute like walk from either side of the line. So if you were to go up and down, it would take you like, I don't know, 45-minute drive to get to the very bottom point to the very top, and then it's literally like 5-10 minute walk across.
Yeah.
And it's went to a bar down there, and I didn't know I was going to a concert. Like I said, first reggae concert. This is going back to the thing. And we show up, and it's like, I never listened to reggae. My parents, when they were like my age, used to listen to reggae, that kind of stuff way back.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I don't know, probably no, I don't know, whoever I don't know who's going to listen to this kind of podcast, but like, it's some guy named Yellowman. So I doubt anyone's going to know who that is unless you're old. But I just remember being blown away, and he pulls up on stage. And the second he pulls up on stage, literally the entire bar started reeking like pot. And it was the funniest shit ever, because I'm sitting there.
How old were you?
Like 13.
Oh, okay.
I was really young, and I was like flipping my lid. 13, 14, way back.
Did you think it smelled like pot, or were you like, what's that smell?
I was like, that's a funny smell, but now that I've gotten older, I'm like, yeah. It reeked like weed.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire place.
I feel like a lot of places nowadays, especially with like certain places and countries having legalized recreational use of marijuana, a lot of us have been accustomed to the smell, or like knowing the difference between like marijuana and like other things.
Yeah,
right? It could have been a skunk, but I highly doubt Pepe Le Pew was in a club bar listening to Yellowman or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yellowman, yeah. And it's like, they kind of do like, they have like that heavy accent in reggae and that kind of music. So I remember I was listening, And I was like, I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, what they're rapping about. I was bouncing up and down. I was like, concert time, fucking love it. I went up, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna shake the guy's hand. So I like fucking stumble my way through the crowd. Fucking, I don't even know, I barely remember what was going on. I was so young. And I just remember walking up, screaming Yellowman. The guy comes down, and he daps me up.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
I was like, this is fucking legendary. That exact moment, I remember so vividly. I mean, down to the smell, down to the people around me, everything, down to the temperature of that exact moment.
You see the light shining right behind him as if he's a silhouette, and he's just like,
Literally.
God, giving your hand.
Literally.
Let me dub you up, brother.
I can't remember his face, but I remember the light behind him and him reaching down, and I was like, this is it. I have peaked. I have peaked.
I have peaked.
That was, I don't know. That was like my first ever experience with the kind of semi-concert, but that's why I want COVID to be over. I just want to go to a concert. I want to enjoy clubs, dude.
I want to enjoy clubs. We're now like, we're of legal age and everything. Like, I want to go to a club.
Dude, Rebel. Everybody where we live, and
Talks
everyone
about
in
Rebel.
the entirety of the GTA constantly talks about Rebel, this club downtown. And they have like random like event nights every once in a while. So you have like the Eclipse night, and then you have like, I don't know, Spanish night, Jamaican night, and it's
Angels
just,
and Devils.
it is fucking crazy. I have seen so many videos of, because I mean our friend group has a bunch of people that are like 2 years, 3 years older than us, and the amount of videos I've seen of them just doing the stupidest shit imaginable, and it just looks like they're having such a good time. Music blasting, lights flashing, everyone, just massive fucking crowd going ham. I'm like,
Just think of it.
I want to do it so bad.
Just think of it like your last birthday, but like times 10 to like crank it up to a 10.
Oh, dude, my birthday last year.
That was fucking awesome.
It was my COVID 19th birthday, and you know when everyone turns 19, they just fucking alcohol consumption to the max. And we hit a bar, and it was like the bar was empty. I mean, COVID. And this is when stuff was still open, and we showed up, and I remember literally just pulled up. Someone ordered shitload of shots. Someone ordered like 3 or 4 pitchers of beer. And we were supposed to go back to our buddy's backyard afterwards to keep drinking. But I was destroyed within 15 minutes of showing up. And
you were excited to use your ID. You were excited to, indulge in the legalities of alcohol.
Being a 19-year-old in Canada.
Yeah.
I was like, this is awesome. I don't know. For having a birthday in COVID... That's my 19th. I don't know if I already said that, but, drinking 19th birthday. For having a birthday in COVID, that was the best birthday I've ever had. And that made me so happy. I was like, This is a taste of normalcy for the first time. I don't know if even that's a real word. Normal life. Normal life. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
For the first time in, a year since COVID started.
Yeah.
And I was so happy, and I really want to do that again, because summer stuff's supposed to start opening up a little more, but... I mean,
who knows?
Where are we at now? Nothing's open. We just got into lockdown.
We are doing better, right? But we're still stuck in our homes and everything, and trying to figure out what the fuck to do. I mean, yesterday actually, I was at home, and my dad I was in the kitchen. My dad was in the living room, and he was like, "Oh yeah, pass me a clementine." I was like, "All right, no worries." So I grabbed a clementine from the sorry. Let me backtrack. He said, and I quote, "Can you throw me a clementine?" And I went, "All right, cool." Again, I've played baseball for almost 10 years of my life. I've played for 10 years. I didn't pitch it to him like full stretch, but I kind of tossed it to him pretty quick. And he had his hand up as if he was he's ready to catch it. He looks at his phone as I throw it, and then after the clementine, right before it makes contact with his hand, which is still, his left hand is still popped up, he goes, "Oh," drops his left hand to hold his phone with both hands, and the thing splatters on the fucking wall.
Oh, at least it hit him in the head.
I'd rather it hit him in the head. You know how much fucking cleaning I had to do after that? And he looked at me and goes, "Why'd you do that?" And I was like, "You just told me to throw it at you. Like what do you expect? I have an arm. I'm strong. I played baseball. The accuracy was impeccable. Like, if he didn't move his hand, that would have been a nice, clean, perfect 10.
Perfect contact.
Exactly. And like, and then it hit the wall, and I was like, I just looked and I was like, oh. And like, at that moment, I was going to clean my bathroom, so I had some cleaning supplies already in my hand, and I was like, fuck. And I was like, all right, we're going to be delayed on my bathroom. Let me clean this up. That's going to be a solid 10 to 15 minutes to clean up. And I got on the couch a little bit, and dude,
fucking clementine splattered all over the kitchen, all over the couch. That's one thing I've.
It was like the mascot of fucking Cheetos was just having a good old Friday night or something. It was bad. It was a massacre.
The Clementine massacre.
Clementine massacre.
That's one thing. I've been like, I don't know. The one thing that really, I mean, it's hard to like COVID, but the one thing I liked about COVID was having the whole family home. And although a lot of people, it gets hard.
I'll be honest, it's been hard recently. Like not recently, like even the past few months. Like, because at first you're adapting, you're happy you're home and stuff, whatever, from university or just in general, you're more together. But then after a few months, you get really sick of your family. Like, not like you want to kill them or anything. It's just like privacy-wise, you do like your space. You know, we are young adults, so we want that sense of freedom. And with university happening and COVID happening at the same time, we are losing some of those opportunities and experiences. So it's kind of like we're very angsty right now. We're very like emotional, and we're very much it's just hard. It's hard, right?
But coming through all that, although it is a lot difficult, there are some good times where it's like, you know, having the family together, it's nice.
Yeah, I over this COVID period, I've definitely had a bigger appreciation for like even just meals together, like eating together and stuff. Because the year before I was in university, so I missed out on that. But also just like, I don't know, just having everyone being so grateful that you have a loving, caring family and they're all at the table together and you guys are chatting, you're off your phones, you're disconnected, and you're just enjoying a meal and you're talking to each other. And unfortunately, not everyone gets to experience that. But man, it is a very, very, like, just precious moment that you sometimes take for granted.
And I watched a video the other day, and it really kind of got to my head. Because when you think about it, the age we're at now, almost going into our 20s, we've spent 90% of the time with our parents than we ever will in our entire lives. Yeah. Think about it. Because, like, from here on out, you only see them less and less and less and less and less until the point where you see them... I think exactly what they said was, if you're, you know, halfway through university or just finishing up university and you are just getting to basically the end of your home life, like I said, you've already spent 90% of the time with your parents that you ever will for your entire life, assuming you see them at least like twice a week for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And that's like, I don't know, that kind of shocked me and I guess it's different because I know a lot of people, first year university, me and Guy are both the same age. We're both going into our third year. We just finished our second year. And first year, we all got to spend at school. Second year was all online. And I guess a lot of people have different perspectives about being home right now because, I mean, Gaetano, he went away to school.
I was on residence.
He lived on res. And I go to a school that's local, so
you commuted.
I'm a 15 minute commute from there. So I always lived at home. And I guess... this is kind of normal for me. I mean, now that my dad's working from home, my dad usually works downtown and doesn't get home till like, you know, usually 6 o'clock-ish. But I don't know, life kind of just stayed a little normal for me. It's just now that my dad's living at home, you know, he gets bored from working in his office, so he'll come out and terrorize the house for 15 minutes and go back to work.
My dad does the same thing too, man. Yeah. Like, it's their workspace, but it's also somehow low-key their man cave. And they'll just be like, explosive, and they'll like, open up the door, they're going to the bathroom and everything.
Wreak havoc on the house.
Or making noises, or they're just like, I'm gonna make some food, and he's like blending or cooking downstairs, and I don't know. It's kind of like when you see...
Funny.
It is funny, to be honest.
It's really funny, because, you know, you're so used to seeing, oh, you know, dad's at work, don't bother him, blah, 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 blah. But when he comes out of his office, that's when things change. That's when you're trying to get work and he barges in.
Our dads are definitely, I'd say, a lot of dads are children when they're, you know, on their break, especially when you work from fucking home. Oh, it's like you want to have a break. It's that balance between your workspace and your living space. So, yeah, at least your dad has a separate room, right?
Yeah, and I know pretty sure we touched on the topic in the last podcast about sharing, you know, your workspace and your relax space makes it really hard to focus.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what they do. They're off. My dad has an office on the main floor, and it's like his workspace. But when he's not working, he dreads even seeing that room.
Yeah.
Like when it's the weekends, that door's closed all the time.
I was gonna say, if I was him, I'd keep it closed unless I'm working. Yeah.
Yeah, and he literally only goes in there when he needs work done.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if he needs to do anything regarding a computer, he usually just bums like an iPad, or he asks me to look something up for him. Otherwise, he refuses to even go into his office or even look at his computer. It's kind of messed up when you think about it, when it kind of affects your mental health and all that, being trapped in that room, because he literally wakes up at like fucking 7 a.m., sits down. But that's probably why when he takes his breaks and I'm trying to get my work done,
he sounds like Godzilla downstairs, terrorizing Tokyo City.
And then he comes upstairs, swings my brother's door open, and like when we're gaming or something, where I can hear him through my brother's audio, my dad comes in, just terrorizes him, and I'm like, oh fuck, me next. 5 minutes later, my door swings open, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just, COVID's got ups and downs, but there's a lot of pros, there's a lot of cons to being stuck at home with your family, but I like to think some of the pros greatly outweigh the cons, because you get to see a little bit of everyone all the time, and the Godzilla side of your working parents when they're stuck at home.
I definitely think we've all learned a different, if not a new side of our parents.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I've been trying to, and like, I don't know, picking up new hobbies too. I've been trying to get into gardening, but I literally have, like, I'm pretty sure you can see them. I have 2 dead plants sitting right there right now. Kind of forgot about them, but I don't know, I gotta pick up some new ones. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, there's some goods, there's some bads. But it's good to just keep your head up and think about the best things.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good way to end it.
Yeah, you know what? Nice, solid, deep conversation. Leave it off there.
Leave it off on a good little cherry on top. Sweet note.
Sweet note.
Sweet note.
Sounds good. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to episode 2 of the podcast project.
We appreciate your time. We appreciate your ears. And we hope that we entertained you or gave you some light on our lives and
some insight.
I don't know, take you away from the reality we're living in now, because it's not the best.
Yeah, help you think of some of the positives more about the time we're stuck in.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, and we shall see you in the next episode.
On that note, goodbye everyone.
Goodbye.